I guess I'm amusing myself with this very cool and completely modular Harrelson Muse trumpet. Now, we've had this for sale for a while, and I thought I'd do a little bit of a playtest and discussion about it. It's actually far cooler than initially I thought. So stay tuned to this video, and I'll tell you more. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. Please take a moment out of your day and hit that subscribe button, and thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I won't sugarcoat it. I've had a little bit of a feud with Jason Harrelson for some of the way he's portrayed other companies in the past, and we, in general, do not stock his horns, but this horn is being sold for a very dear friend of ours, so we decided to lift our I guess ban and sell it. This is a pretty cool trumpet, I've got to admit. One of the things that I think Jason has done that's really truly ingenious is this system of his adjustable receiver. Now, as you might know, on my Adams trumpet, I also have an adjustable receiver, and I love it. This, however, is like one step further, where you could take these little inserts out. I don't know if you could see that insert. Yeah, this insert right here, this is a gap modulator and also a venturi modulator. So the gap and the venturi are so incredibly crucial to a horn's playability. Gap changes slotting and resistance. Venturi is definitely involved with the resistance. I think this section here of the instrument can be more important than what the bore size on the second valve says. A lot more important. So I think that's a really cool setup. That's very cool. This horn, it's completely modular. You might have saw that I was showing a bell. This bell is also included with the sale. The bell is a screw bell right here, and it has an O-ring lock back here. This back bell tail is also modular, and it requires just an Allen wrench to take it off. And inside right here, which I'm not going to take off because it just takes too much time, inside right here, there's three bore-sized chokes. The choke will change the resistance and energy of how a horn is sounding. In general, a larger choke, a wider sound. Smaller choke, more directional and compact sound. Right in here now is the 460 choke, which matches the bore size. It's heavy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This horn is probably twice as heavy as a normal trumpet, but it's not as heavy as we've had a Prana Flumpet in the shop in the past, and that horn was supremely heavy. This horn is about, I want to say 4 pounds. It's hollowed out here. So if you can see all of this bracing, it's hollowed out. This lead pipe comes apart. Let me see if I could show you a little bit. So you could take the lead pipe, I don't know. Yeah, you could actually look right here. You can see how that's coming apart? So you can actually take the lead pipe out and switch out lead pipes. And he even says you could build your own lead pipe in terms of the components. This is a slightly more open lead pipe. This one comes with 2 different lead pipes. The first one feels exactly like a Bach 25 lead pipe. This one feels a little bit more open, in my opinion. And yeah, it's pretty cool. He uses the Saturn water keys, which I'm a fan of. Nickel trim. The valve block is a Carol Brass valve block. I would assume that the bells are Carol Brass bells too. I don't ever see him making any bells in his factory. So let me see if we get the slide on. It was on earlier. There we go. Yeah, no problem. Just needs a little grease. The horn is fun. It's super fun, and it's very stable. Let me show you. I'm using my custom reserve. It's basically a 3+ in acrylic. Let me show you how nice and it's very in tune with itself. because of all the weight, the fundamental, the pedal C, is also locking in quite nicely. I initially thought that this horn wouldn't play well because of all the modular components, and usually in a modular setup, like we used to have the Edwards Generation 2 horns. They were modular where you could take the bell and lead pipe off. I always felt there was a compromise. This horn doesn't have a compromise in terms of the way it plays. It's fairly monochromatic in terms of the sound shape. And even when I take the bells out and switch out the bells, it still has a similar sound shape and vibe to it. I will say that's kind of similar to other high-end manufacturers. Like if you play a Monette, you're going to get that similar feeling regardless of how light or heavy the horn is. If you play like an Adams A8 trumpet, it has a vibe to it. If you play a Taylor trumpet, that again has a vibe to it. Even if you play something like a Blackburn trumpet, for the most part, most of the Blackburn trumpets have their own vibe where they have their own signature colors and shapes. This does too. It's very static in my opinion. One note that normally is not a fun note to play on the trumpet for me is that F on top of the staff, right? The fifth line F. This one, the F is beautiful actually, and it locks in. Now, I think the horn. Let me play some jazz on it before I get to a little bit more discussion. Solo. Would I play this horn? No. And I'm going to tell you why. One, I have an allegiance with another brand. Two, there's a little bit of a feud between the brands, so I won't play this horn. Three, it's too heavy. It's a very heavy horn for me. I like a lighter horn. Even Copernicus, if you've played Copernicus, people are shocked about it. Like, it's a very dark horn, but it's actually a very light horn. I like a lighter horn in general. It doesn't mean that someone wouldn't really enjoy it. It's a very, 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 very easy horn to play. The slotting is great. I'll take off the other bell and play that. So if you want to take off the bell, all you have to do is unscrew this. This is in brushed silver, by the way. I don't know if you could tell. So there, see it has a little bit of an O-ring right there. That's like a pressure seal. And so and this bell is a slightly larger bell. It goes in. See that right there? And then sometimes they don't screw on the best. So it's not like you could do an instant change. Like, yeah, the threads right there get a little stuck, but still fine. I ate my Wheaties this morning, so I got the bell on. Let me play a ballad on this bell. This is the 10 bell versus his 1 bell. It does change slightly in the tone, but I don't feel like it changes a huge amount. Now, maybe there's larger flared bells, larger dimension bells, different alloy bells. I know he offers like 30 bells or something that you can get. The price on this horn is not inexpensive. I think this horn is selling, I think we have it listed for close to 10,000. So I mean, it's an elaborate instrument. Tons of research and development have been put into this instrument. And yeah, I just wanted to take a video. People on Instagram, I put a post up as a joke, and people went, "Oh, how dare you!" But it's like, listen, I have no problems with the instrument at all. I think it's a fine playing instrument, and I wanted to demonstrate that. So there you go. There's a little tour of the Harrelson Muse, which we have for sale. There will be a link in the description. If you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at info@austincustompass.com. Hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with us. Keep on keeping on, and hope to see you at the KC shop soon. Cheers.